Oh my God.
Check this out. Exclusive new video out of Southern California tonight as two brothers with ties to Sacramento fight to save their neighborhood from flames. Now, many of us know someone impacted directly by the fires, and one Sacramento mom had to watch as her sons chose not to evacuate when the Palisades fire came right towards them. KCRA 3's Cecil Hannibal shows us now how the two may have saved their neighborhood, Cecil.
Yeah, it goes against everything first responders say you should do. They urged everyone in the Santa Monica Canyons to evacuate, but they can't force anyone to leave. Two brothers said they're not leaving their father's home and to let this fire turn their memories into ashes. Well, you might call them crazy, but tonight their neighbors are calling them heroes.
He said, "Mom, if it gets close, I'm not leaving."
The words of two sons determined to fight.
I just had this deep feeling that I knew they were going to be okay.
Inside Kathy Hutter Camacho's home are photos that show a life spent in Los Angeles County. She now lives in Sacramento, but her ex-husband lives right in the path of the Palisades fire. Her two adult sons, Sean and Tim, right by his side.
Okay, turn around.
First responders seriously urged the brothers and their father to leave last Tuesday. But this home in Santa Monica Canyon belonged to their grandmother, now their father. So they made a choice.
My brother's decision was, I'm not leaving. I'm staying. I'm fighting. And my decision is, I'm not leaving my brother's side.
Tim, the oldest of the two, watched as their neighbors evacuated. By Wednesday, the winds kicked up and fire embers rained from the sky.
There's no fire department. There's no other people. It's just us attacking and saving this neighborhood.
For nearly 30 hours, armed with water hoses and handheld radios, the brothers sprayed water on every home and lawn on their block, along with a handful of others who decided to stay.
We came out of there.
The fire getting as close as 5 doors down. When the worst of it ended, Tim says they were able to save 9 homes on their street.
If it wasn't for the few of us that stayed and kept everything wet and attacked the small spot fires as they arose, we would have lost this entire neighborhood the same way that Palisades did. You know, people are telling us, like, you guys are heroes, you're saving the neighborhood. And it's like, we're just, you know, doing what we think is right.
Risking their lives to save their family's legacy, but also giving their neighbors a home to come back to when so many in Los Angeles County have lost everything.
They're fixers, they're helpers. They always have been that way. It just shows their character.
You can tell Mom she didn't necessarily want them to stay, but she is proud of what they've done. I want to emphasize again, though, first responders came by and told the family they need to evacuate or they could lose their lives. Thankfully, they are all okay today, and the other neighbors aren't allowed to come back to the neighborhood just yet, and their street is still without power. But other people in surrounding neighborhoods with supplies have kept them afloat to this point. But that fire threat is not over, as you know, so they say right now they have no plans of leaving. Their cars are ready just in case they need to escape. But right now they have another problem in their neighborhood that actually we saw during the middle of our interview. Take a look.
Break in right at the end of the street. We got looters. We got a break in. All right. You report back. That's what I'm saying. It's the Wild West out here, and we gotta protect each other.
Yeah, Tim says that's a daily occurrence. Luckily, police were already there, and Tim says they've had looters showing up almost every single day. Right now, they're doing their best to scare them away while also being safe. They're not trying to pretend to be police. They are calling the police when they see them. They save their neighbors' homes, and now they're trying to save their neighbors' personal belongings as well. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, protecting everything, even beyond those fires.
Yeah.
What a story, Cecil. Thanks.
Yeah.